We're going to try something a little bit new here. So we're here at the BGS offices. Instead of doing a boring old webinar, I thought, hey, let's bring out the live stream. Let's get up the whiteboard. I drew out a crazy little diagram for you guys, and let's try something a little bit different. So what we're going to do today is, for the Ecom Insider Jam session, we're going to be teaching you guys the breakdown of how we build our Free+Shipping funnels, okay? So Free+Shipping funnels are one of the best ways you can monetize and really drive a lot of traffic, acquire a lot of customers very, very quickly. The problem is most Free+Shipping funnels don't work because they lose too much money, all right? So I've been doing Free+Shipping funnels for a long time, and I wanted to talk about one that you guys are all very familiar with, which is my book launch funnel, okay, for my e-commerce evolved book. It's a Free+Shipping funnel, and it is by far the most advanced and successful Free+Shipping funnels that we've ever run. So even though it's an information book, it's not your typical widget, the principles I'm going to walk you through here still apply. Okay, so this is going to take some time. We're going to be going through each step of it. I'm going to be explaining the whole thing, giving you some numbers, metrics, the thought process behind it, the psychology, and how you can implement this stuff in your own business. Okay, so hopefully this is rocking out for you guys. There may be a little bit of a lag because we are streaming live. So if you're asking questions or whatever else, we'll see that over a few seconds after I probably, I've talked about that topic. So don't worry about it. We'll still get to it. All right. So this is the funnel, okay? Right over here. This is the second step of the funnel after it all happens. This is one cohesive promotion. Now, the important thing to note here is this is not a business. This right here looks like a whole lot of stuff, but it's only one single part of a bigger business. This fits into the framework of this over here, okay? So this is the entire business. This is one promotion within the business, okay? So when people build a funnel like, man, there's my business. No, this is not a back end. This is literally just a front end acquisition channel that we've monetized effectively to both profit and acquire customers at a rapid rate, all right? So as we go through here, we're gonna break it down. I'll show you how all the automation works. And the other thing is you see a lot of lines, a lot of things going like this, right? There's a lot of complicated stuff going on here. But the important thing to know is it's all automated. You set this up and it's automated. Okay, so starting up here, let's just go through the funnel itself. The front end of the funnel, this is the sales page, okay? This is the e-commerce evolved book, and it's a Free+Shipping. The customer can go get the book for free and pay $7.95 shipping, okay? On the checkout page, or the checkout form, there is an order bump for $37, which includes the audiobook and the lost chapter, which is also mailed with the book. The first upsell is Ecom Insider, which is our continuity program. The first downsell, or the only downsell, excuse me, is a trial offer for our continuity program. If you guys remember, the biggest thing to an e-com business or any business is that recurring revenue component. So right here, like I teach everybody else, is the same for me. My recurring revenue component is the most important thing that we have. Then the final upsell in the sequence is upsell number 2, which is the list building engine course, which is our profit maximizer for this funnel. And this is at $197. And then it has a thank you page with an offer wall, okay? So as the funnel flow, they check out, they see the first upsell. If they buy it, they see the second upsell. If they don't buy it, they see the downsell, and then whether they do buy or not on the downsell, they get taken to the second upsell, okay? So basic funnel flow, nothing crazy yet, all right? The offer wall, we're using the bounce technique here. I'll talk about that in a second. We have other things to send them to different areas to try to keep making more and more sales off the thing, okay? Once the funnel's done, then we kick into these cyclers and things like that, which I'll get into in a second. So this is the funnel. Now let's back up to the top of the funnel, okay? Every page in here has multiple sets of tracking codes, targeting codes, pixels, all the different things you need to make all of this automation happen. The whole script funnel is linked together in a specific sequence, so we know when someone goes through here, if they bought the order bump, show them this page first. If they didn't buy the order bump, show them this page, okay? Now, we have on the front end, this is your landing page, your sales page. So right here, we have book page abandonment going on right here, okay? So this is a series of retargeting ads that push people back to the book page. So if you land on the book page and you don't grab a copy of the book, you're going to get retargeted, and this is where that smolder video came in. If you guys saw the funny video we did with the movie Tangled and the book, that's that retargeting video. That retargeting video is the first video in the sequence, and it converts at around 12% of pulling people back in to buy the book. We make more sales off this retargeting ad than we do driving people directly to the offer, okay? So this is happening. There's 3 different Facebook ads, 5-day sequence, a perfect audience 5-day sequence, and an ad roll 5-day sequence. So we're using 3 different retargeting networks for one retargeting campaign. So 3 retargeting networks, each running the book page abandonment campaign. This gives us the massive, massive coverage that allows us to pretty much blanket the internet. So no matter where you go, you are seeing a comeback to the book, okay? So AdRoll has their network. Perfect Audience has their network. Facebook has their network. They all have some overlap, but by combining all 3, you reach a much bigger audience, okay? So the next step of the automation sequence is the book abandoned carts, okay? So they come to the checkout page, they fill out the checkout form, but they don't complete the payment. If they don't complete the payment, they are going to jump into both a book abandoned cart email sequence, which you can see right here. We have a 3 email sequence. The first one's sent out at 1 hour, and the second one is sent out at 6 hours, and the third one is at 24 hours after, okay? Now, at the same time as the email sequences are triggered, we are also triggering abandoned cart sequences with Facebook ads, perfect audience ads, and ad roll ads, all right? So just before even a purchase is made, we already have 6 different retargeting campaigns running across 3 different networks, okay? 2 main campaigns, but 3 sub-campaigns across 3 different networks: Facebook, perfect audience, and ad roll. On the abandoned cart, we have a separate page where the abandons get sent to. Instead of back to the sales page, they go to what we call the Forgot CC page, which is a video of me saying, hey, I noticed you got a copy of the book, or tried to get a copy of the book, but you didn't fill out the shipping charge, okay? And it makes them go, wait, why wouldn't I do that? That makes no sense. I basically compare a McDonald's dinner to the success you could have with a book, so you should probably get the book. They see this page, they click the button on this page, they check out, and they move right back into the funnel, okay? The book abandoned carts we pull another 10 or 15% of our sales back in through these abandoned carts. They're very effective, and so they're getting it in email as well as on Facebook, on Perfect Audience, and on AdRoll. So on Perfect Audience, we're getting Facebook, we're getting web, and we're getting Twitter. On Facebook, we're getting Facebook and Instagram. On AdRoll, we're getting World Wide Web, so we're getting just network distribution, okay? The people who are seeing the page abandon are not seeing the abandoned cart campaign. The people that are seeing the abandoned cart campaign are not seeing the page abandon, and the buyers are not seeing any of this. As long as they bought through the first step, they will never see these campaigns. So these are automated backup to try to make more sales. So where this comes into play, guys, is that if your offer isn't super strong, or you haven't dialed in your copy, or maybe you're testing it out to a new market and you haven't really hit your stride with it yet, having this is like a safety blanket. So this can be mediocre or less than awesome, but just by having this, we'll turn it into probably a break-even funnel, okay? And we haven't even gotten into the rest of it. Because again, the more people you get in through this front end who check out, the more people are going to see your upsells, okay? But the key is none of this stuff matters if you don't get them to at least buy the book or take the free+shipping offer, right? The other thing is to get our emails to trigger, on the checkout form, when they start typing their email address, our form starts capturing their data. So they never even have to click submit, and we've already captured their email address, okay? So we don't market to them any more than that. It's called intent technology, using AJAX code. And we just send them those emails. We never send them another email from this, because these people have not actually opted in to be on our list, but they have shown intent to get our message, so we can send them an abandoned cart email without violating any rules, okay? So these are critical, okay? One without the other, less than half as good. Together, 4 times as good, okay? So now we've gotten them into here. They've made the purchase, okay? They've either checked out just the book and paid $7.95 shipping, or they have paid $7.95 shipping plus $37 for the order bump, okay? Now, The order bump converts at 20% for us, okay? 18 to 20, but on average it's a little bit on the higher end. 20% on the order bump at $37 costs us about $13 on average to acquire a customer, to get someone to take the book. So we're typically breaking even right here, but with that margin that we have, we can obviously afford to spend more money on our traffic. Okay, so now they're into the funnel. First thing they get offered is the upsell, Ecom Insider, which is the continuity. They get it, it's normally $97 a month. They get it for $67 a month if they act now. If they say no, they're on the trial. The trial starts at $19.95 a month and then rebills the next month at $67. So they still get the discount and the trial. And then finally they move into a profit maximizer, which is the $197. Now, this right here, this upsell is converting at about 20%, the first upsell. The downsell is also converting at 20%. So if we didn't have the downsell, I'd be losing 20 more people out of every 100 people that come through the funnel that wouldn't have tried out our continuity program. So instead of only getting 20, I'm getting 40. Okay, 20 at the regular price and 20 on the trial, of which about 60% of the people on the trial are going to stay. All right, so if you're going to do continuity, having a downsell to a trial is a great way to soak up more people, get more people into the thing, because the thing is, if your program is good and Ecom Insider is awesome, I mean, look at the training you're getting right now. That's just one of the things we do, right? Then it's your job, it's your obligation to give them the chance to experience it. Only the people who say no to the first upsell are going to see the downsell. So, and it's not a crazy long funnel. All right, then the thank you page, and everything is tracked through pixels and the Google Analytics. So we know, hey, once they're at this step, stop showing them ads for this. Once they're here, stop showing them ads for this. So it's all automated, but it has to be set up, okay? Now, this right here, if we just went from here down, that is more involved than 90%, I guess, let's say it that way, of the Free+ Shipping funnels out there. Most people's Free+ Shipping funnels are this, okay? With the multi-layer retargeting, the abandoned cart emails, the downsell, and the order bump, we've already got a more powerful Free+ Shipping offer and funnel than most people. I can outperform my competition right here. I haven't done anything fancy. Now we're going to move over into what we call a cycler, okay? Now this is something that you have to have some advanced email capability and logic in your store, so you need to be something like ActiveCampaign or Infusionsoft, or I believe Actionetics might be able to do some of this stuff, Entreport, things like that. Even the new GetResponse, their new beta program they have that does automation, can do some of this stuff. All right, so they go through the funnel. They take whatever actions they take. We know what those actions are. 24 hours later, they get moved automatically into the Ascension Cycler, which is a second chance cycler for all the offers that they just saw, okay? Now, we've never built this into a funnel. We've had cyclers before, but they've always been separate, all right? With this launch and this funnel, I said, I want to make sure we get this offer to convert as highly as possible. So we built in a cycler into the funnel, okay? So 24 hours after somebody goes through the funnel, they come over here to this cycler. This is all automated as well. So they come over here, and in the second chance cycler is a series of promotions promoting all the things that were in the funnel. So the first thing they're going to get offered is the audiobook and lost chapter, which was the order bump, all right? Now, the order bump is one little square of text on the checkout page. It's not a sales letter. It's not very much information. So people who don't buy it, maybe they just didn't have enough info. So we went and we built a full-fledged sales page for the order bump, okay? And the way the technology works is we have it tag them. So when they buy the order bump, they would come up here, and the first thing, we'd have a logic tree, which we call a decision diamond, would say, do they own the order bump or do they not? If they own it, skip this promotion, move them down to the next promotion. If they don't own it, start them on this promotion. So if Steve goes through the funnel, he does not buy the order bump, then he'll come over and he'll say, does he own it? No, he doesn't. Send him this email campaign. So it's a 3-day email campaign, 24 hours apart, promoting the audiobook with a sales page, different hot button emails, different angles and hooks. At the same time as this is going, there's also Facebook ads, ad roll ads, and perfect audience ads that are pushing them to this sales page. Okay? Now, at the end of the 3 days, they either buy or they don't buy. Okay? If they buy, then they get the thank you page. They come down here and they get access to the product in the members area. Then at the same time, if they don't buy, they're going to move down here. Either way, if they buy it, they're going to get, as soon as they buy it, they stop. So if they buy it on email 1, they're never going to get emails 2 and 3 for that promotion. All right? If they don't buy, they'll go through the entire promotion, and then they'll come down, and it's going to cycle them into the very next promotion, which is Ecom Insider. So we have Audiobook, Ecom Insider, and List Building Engine. Those are the 3 offers in the funnel. All right? So if they buy it, they own it, whatever, they come down here to the next one. The decision diamond kicks off again. Do they own Ecom Insider? Yes, move down. No, put them into the sequence. Again, a 3-day email sequence. And this one's slightly different, is that we have a trial sales page. We're leading with the trial offer as a second chance, giving them one more chance on the trial before it expires with a countdown timer. On the 3rd email, we also offer them a yearly option, because we have some people that are like, hey, I don't need a trial. I just don't care for the monthly payments. I'd rather pay for the year in advance. So we hit them there. We used to have this flopped, led with the yearly. It didn't convert as well. Switching the other way around doubled our conversions. Okay, so at the same time as this campaign is going, there are ad roll ads, perfect audience ads, and Facebook ads supporting this second chance campaign. Okay, they don't buy or they do buy. Either way, they come down to the next one. Decision diamond. Do they own List Building Engine? Do they not? Okay, put them into the sequence. Same thing here. If they own it, they skip it. So if you bought everything in the funnel the first time, you would never see this. But anything you didn't buy, you'd get automatically cycled into a second chance promotion where we're like, hey, you really ought to check this out. This is a very good opportunity for you, blah, 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 blah. Here's how it can help you, right? This cycler right here added almost 30% to our bottom line, okay? An extra 30% in sales and revenue. So this second chance for the audiobook, which is the order bump already converts at 20. We got another 10% of people to take the order bump. So now our order bump actually is 30% conversion, roughly, okay? Meaning that we have that much more money to buy traffic with and that much more profit. We also gained over here on Ecom Insider, we gained about another 5% in new subscribers, okay? And what was crazy is we were also getting lots of yearlies, okay? So the yearlies were $597 or $804, depending on which option they took. So we're getting $600 and $800 sales off of a 1 email thing, all right? That added, that adds $3,000 to $5,000 of just bulk revenue, every 2 weeks of just the yearly purchases, not counting all the monthlies, all right? And then as the traffic grows, those numbers will continue to grow as well. The third one, List Building Engine. List Building Engine converted at 16% through the funnel at a $197 offer, 16%. We got about another 4 or 5% to buy it here. So another 5% more people spending $197, okay? So our average customer value on this funnel is somewhere between $200 and $350, depending on what options they took, okay, and what kind of traffic and affiliate traffic or whatever. But our average customer value is typically around $200, okay? So this is how you build out a solid funnel, okay? And this is just one funnel promotion, okay? This all happens, so I mean, let's say that takes 10 minutes to go through the funnel, 24 hours later, so now let's just say we're at 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's say you're 12 days total for them to go through this entire sequence if they only bought the book and none of the upsells, okay? So 12 days. At that point, now they finished this cycler, now they go into the next phase of automation back into the whole business over here, which puts them into the main cycler, which is our main offer cycler, which is going to do something similar to this and pitch them our other products and our other services and the other things that we have based on their actions in this funnel, so we know what their interests are, and we can automatically serve up products and promotions to them that are pre-done in an automated fashion, right? So it comes over here, and it puts them into the ascension cycler, which this whole thing is the framework of a business, guys. That's just one tiny little piece here, okay? So then it feeds them into more, and it just keeps going. This is drawn out to show a whole bunch of craziness, right? It doesn't have to be this complicated. But at the very least, every funnel you build should have a second chance cycler, and then when they're done with the second chance cycler, they should move into your core offer promotions or your offer vault, right? If you look at the E-commerce Evolved book, we talk about the different vault promotions and default promotions. That's what they should go into as soon as you're done with the second chance cycler. That way, they automatically move on. The problem with us as entrepreneurs is we're chickens with our head cut off. We're always running around doing what has to be done, not ever having time to do what needs to be done, okay? One of the most important things you need to be doing is always selling to your existing customers, right? You got to keep selling to them. The problem is, once we make a sale, we're so busy trying to make the next sale, we've forgotten all about trying to sell our existing customers. So if you don't automate it, it's never going to happen. By automating all this, every customer that comes in, I've got roughly 12 days of promotions lined up within this funnel. How does it work with traffic? Works with any kind of traffic. With this funnel, I can buy the coldest traffic on the planet. They don't know anything about me, and I can get it to convert because I have enough money in this funnel, enough profit in this funnel to spend a lot of money to acquire a customer, okay? And since my main goal is the continuity here, I'll even give up my entire first month's continuity, okay? If it would help, but I also have the offer max or the profit maximizer here at 197, so we've got some heavier stuff. Now, if it's a regular physical product funnel, maybe you're not doing $197 offers. You're doing a $30 and a $30 and a $20, something like that. Doesn't matter. Those things working together in a funnel like this will still boost your average order value so that you have more money to spend on traffic. Our traffic sources include everything from paid ads, the blog, Facebook organic, affiliates, customer referrals, YouTube organic, YouTube paid ads, email promos, offer walls like this. Okay, offer walls are on the thank you page that offers them additional products or has discounts or coupons or whatever else. Okay, we also, when they're a new customer, they also go through an indoctrination sequence. Okay, and an indoctrination sequence gets them to know, like, and trust us, shows them our mission, our values, what we do, and gets them to kind of buy into us and want to join our cult, right? At the same time as we're doing that, we are giving them the new customer discounts. They have another incentive to come buy from us with a coupon. We do that whether it's the BGS business or other physical product businesses. It all works the same. It doesn't matter that most of this is information. The funnel is the same funnel that we have now implemented across the board in all of our physical product businesses because this second chance cycler is magic, okay? Crazy, crazy magic. 30% boost lift in revenue and sales simply by adding in these automated promotions, pitching them what they already said no to on the funnel. Okay, and these are not hard pitches, guys. We're just using different angles. We're saying, you know, hey, maybe you didn't realize this. Here's what you need to know about it. Here's how you can make the best decision. Giving them videos, testimonials, customer feedback. All of that gets the people who said no to it here to say yes to it here. Now, why is that? Well, Jim Rohn would call that a mystery of the mind. It's not worth, you know, trying to figure it out. It just is. Okay. However, my kind of rationale on it is, specifically with Build, Grow, Scale, selling business information products and things like that, a lot of people get turned off by upsells. They love using upsells on their customers, but marketers in general are like, man, I can't believe he's using an upsell on me. Well, of course I am. That's smart marketing. It's smart business. You know, and I'm not offering you anything shady. I'm offering you complimentary offers. However, some people get this automatic negative set in their mind when they see upsells, so they just shut down. Okay, but over here, because it's just via an email, it's casually, it's on their terms, now all of a sudden they're not shut down, they're more receptive. So even though they said no here, it might have been a knee-jerk reaction, when in reality, give them another chance, they'll say yes. The other problem that most marketers have, specifically e-commerce marketers, is when someone says no to your product, you never offer it to them again. You take that no as, you know, the earth will explode before they buy my product, which that's not it. No means not now. Doesn't mean not ever. Okay? Unless they specifically say, no, not ever. But they're not going to say that. So that means you should always be recycling and repositioning your offers. If you're selling this pen and Steve says no on day 1, offer it to him again on day 3. If he says no again, offer it to him again on day 6. Using different angles. If he really doesn't want it, then he'll unsubscribe or he'll let you know. But chances are, you know what, Steve could probably use this pen, but when he said no the first time, you know what, he may have had to go pick up his son, okay? Or, you know, he had to go cook dinner, got sidetracked, life happened, has to go to the doctor, whatever. The second time, maybe it was another bad time. Maybe he was on his phone and he doesn't like to check out on his phone, doesn't like to purchase on his phone, and he planned on coming back later, but he forgot. You have to continuously put your message and your offers in front of people. You cannot show your offer too much, all right? Now, if you whole cycler was just like 17 emails promoting the same product, that's too much at once. Spacing it out, it's not bad. So they're going to go through this second chance cycler here. They're going to be offered the audiobook, Ecom Insider, and List Building Engine. Let's say, even with the second chance cycler, they still don't buy Ecom Insider or List Building Engine. Fair enough, they're done. They're going to go over here. Well, guess what's in my main cycler? Ecom Insider. It's a core product. List Building Engine, it's a core product. So at some point in my main cycler, they're going to get offered it again. Of course, we use different promotion angles, different emails, different sequences. So it's not the same exact carbon copy emails being used. We have fresh sequences, but it's still going to sell the same product. Why? Because those are my core offers. It's what I sell. And why would I not offer it to you when I know that, hey, Steve, if you're an e-commerce entrepreneur and you didn't buy List Building Engine, I have 95% certainty that you don't think email marketing is important or you're too busy to do it, but I know for a fact that you need it because it's such a heavy profit center in a real business that uses it wisely, that I'd be doing Steve a disservice to not offer it to him again in as many different ways as I can until he realizes that, hey, I need this and it's going to help me. You know, or he's like, hey, you know what, I got this. I wrote the book on email marketing. Oh, okay, well then, you know, don't buy it. But if they're your core offers, specifically your continuity, they're going to get offered continuity multiple times through my business. There will be webinars on it. There will be promotions on it. There will be flash sales. There will be all kinds of things because it's a core offer. Chances are in your e-com business, you have a few products that are your core offer. Again, just because they say no to it once doesn't mean you shouldn't keep re-offering it to them. Our funnel is built using ClickFunnels pages, okay? We have our own payment gateway and script and checkout script that overlays on ClickFunnels, so we don't use the ClickFunnels Stripe checkout. The Stripe checkout can do all this, but since we have a different system, we had one built specifically for us that just overlays on ClickFunnels. Don't have to go that route. That was I think we paid about $8,000 or $9,000 to have that done. Works for us, for my needs, not necessarily for anybody else's, okay? So the regular ClickFunnels Stripe integration can do this. Our Facebook ads are very simple. They're video ads. Our perfect audience ads, our static ads, our ad roll ads, our animated GIF or static. Very, very simple. Hey, you forgot. Hey, you still have a chance, okay? Except for the one Smolder video. That one was a lot of fun. We just kind of stumbled across that idea one day, and it's worked really, really well because it's outside the box. Can't tell you how many customers have emailed our support saying, I bought the book because of that Tangled video. That was hilarious. Finally, someone who's not, doing the same old thing. So creativity is a good plus here. Okay, the automation in our case is all handled by Infusionsoft. All right, that's a big piece to bite off. I don't recommend you go out and jump into Infusionsoft. All right, you can get by with ActiveCampaign. Klaviyo can probably do some of this stuff too. But Shopify, MailChimp, your basic email autoresponders are not going to have the CRM tagging capabilities that you need to be able to do this. Now, to do this with logic. There's logic built into all these decision trees and decision diamonds that says, has a customer taken this action? If not, do this. Most autoresponders don't have that tagging capability combined with, because the payment processor and the payment system they're all separate, okay? So what you can do is you could just create a blanket sequence. This is better than nothing. It's not the most ideal, but rather than not doing it, 24 hours after they finish a funnel, you put them into a regular autoresponder sequence that just goes through all of these, regardless of whether they bought it or not. So if they bought it, they're just going to ignore it. If they didn't buy it, they may buy it, okay? So the only thing you're losing here is the ability to not show those emails to someone who already bought the product. Is it going to make a big deal? Probably not, okay? I have the capability to do it, so I might as well. but are you really going to piss anybody off? Maybe a few, but I guarantee you by having this, even if every person had to go through this regardless of what they bought, I'd still make way more sales than I would lose customers who are upset by having to get those emails. Because customers are used to getting emails about products that they've already owned, okay? We try not to do that, but marketers inherently just blast their list about product, okay? So nobody's gonna get that upset about it. Okay, so with this funnel, guys, if you're just gonna do this, I'm sorry, not the funnel, but the cycler, don't try to build it all at once. Don't build it in one component. So you build the cycler, do this. Get the first offer cycler built. Get the emails written, the sales page or variation of the sales page. Get one Facebook ad, one ad roll ad, or actually 5 ad roll ads, because you need all 5 sizes, the different sizes for the different web banners, blocks, skyscrapers. One Facebook ad, one ad roll ad, and one perfect audience ad. The perfect audience ad can be the same as the Facebook ad because they use the same size. All right, so it's very simple, okay? Set up those campaigns, done. Then go to the next one, do the exact same thing again, modulize it. Don't try to build the whole thing at once. If you haven't got your abandoned cart email sequence, your abandoned cart retargeting, or your book abandoned or page abandoned cart retargeting set up, you have no business building a cycler, okay? Get the funnel converting on its own first, get this built all the way up, and then come over here and build your cycler, okay? And then at that point, once they've gone through a cycler, your next thing you need to do is look at what's next. They've gone through this, they've seen this, what is the next logical step for me to get them to engage with my company again? Is it a content piece? Is it a live promotion? Is it a Facebook Live, a Google Hangout? Is it, hammer them into the next promotion, have them watch a replay, whatever it is, okay? And I'm saying a lot of these things that sound like info marketing, but if you use all these things, you can use them for physical products as well. It works great, okay? A YouTube Hangout or a Google Hangout or a webinar selling a physical product is unheard of. So by doing it, you're creating something in the market. They're like, man, these guys really trying to help me here. They're trying to educate me. They're showing me what's up. So you can use all of those things. But this, again, don't let this be the end of your business, okay? It can't stop here. This is just one promotion. The problem is, like I'm saying, most businesses, most e-commerce marketers never even get this far. Most of them don't even get this far. Even fewer of them get this far. And man, I would say less than 1%, 2% ever actually get this far, okay? Now, this funnel converts on all traffic, okay? Does it convert super high on all traffic? No, but it doesn't have to, because I have the money, because of my average cart value, I have the money to buy whatever traffic. So I can have 10 different traffic sources all funneling into the book, converting at all different averages, $13, $20, $30, $40 a pop, and I'm still happy because it all averages out and I'm still making tons of money, okay? And my customers are getting value and it's all automated, okay? Now, when all of this happens, a lot of this stuff is physical. So also on the back end that you don't see is we're tagging them with all the different tags for the logic. The orders are getting passed over to my shipping team that's going into the fulfillment warehouse. The orders are getting picked, packed, and shipped. They're into ShipStation. The email's getting, or the shipment's going out. ShipStation is triggering an email, all going out to the customer without me touching a thing, okay? I'm not manually exporting the CSV file and walking it over around the corner, out down the hall to our fulfillment guy. No, it all happens automatically, order by order by order. We're trying to streamline. The more streamlined you have your business, even if it's complicated to set up, that's okay. This is complicated to set up, but now that it's up, I don't have to do anything here. All I have to do is keep pouring traffic into the top, okay? It's like pouring water into the top and it all filters down and then outpours money at the bottom, okay? Now, the things that do have to be adjusted from time to time are my promotional strategies that get people in the door. Now, the thing about Facebook ads or advertising is we have banner blindness, right? Ads go dead, ads go dark, different things like that happen, okay? Which is true, but you're used to that on the front end, okay? Front end ads go dark. Front end ads lose effectiveness. These ads, these retargeting ads, are purpose built. They only run for a short period of time to each new person. So only This ad is only going to be shown for 5 days. This whole campaign, 5 days. So to one person, okay? Every person who comes in is seeing this fresh. So these never lose their effectiveness. These are true set and forget campaigns. Okay, so you don't have to worry about, man, look at, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different ad campaigns. I got to keep those fresh? No, you set them up once. All you need to do, though, is monitor, which ones are converting well and which ones are not. If one's not converting well, see what you can do to boost it. Okay, make a new ad for that one, or tighten your targeting up, or something like that. Additionally, you need to be tracking through all of this stuff. Okay, we use a combination of click tracking, which is easy. You can use PrettyLink or your email, whatever. And then we also have Improvely. Improvely is basically our complete funnel tracking system that we use. It's a paid service. There's other ones out there. Wicked Reports is awesome as well. CPV Labs, Volume. There's a couple different ones, but Improvely is really easy to use. And every step in here is tracked. Every email has its own Improvely tracking link. Every Facebook ad has its own, or I'm sorry, every retargeting ad has its own Improvely tracking link. All right? Same thing over here. So I know at a glance that, we made 100 sales on the cycler, and 50 of them came from the day 2 email specifically. Okay? And then I also know my open rate. So now you start looking at all these numbers, okay? And then you just look for the dips. You find your averages and you look for something that's low. And you find that low one and then you bring it up. And then you start looking. So let's just say, let's do an example. For your tracking, let's say we have, these are my emails, my awesome art. Okay, so let's say we have a 3 email campaign for a product. Our open rates are 15, 9, 5. Okay, so that's our open rates. Then we have our link click rates. So we have our click rates. Let's say they are 8, 1, 3. Okay, so we have all these stats. And then we also have our purchase through Improvely. Okay, so we have purchase. Let's say we have, the numbers aren't going to make sense. Let's just do something. Let's just say 10, 5, 11. Okay, so looking here, all we're doing is looking at the global numbers, right? So I can go across here and go, okay, this email is doing pretty good. Okay, I'm not going to touch it right now. I'm going to find the weakest link. Well, for me right now, the weakest link is clearly this, because I'm still getting 9% of the people to open the email, but only 1% are clicking through, where 8% were clicking through on email 1 and 3% were clicking through on email 2. That's my weakest link. So I'm going to go into this email, and I'm going to say, okay, what factor affects the link click? Okay, the description text that you use and the email copy itself. Is the email too long? Is the link too far down the page? I'm going to play with that and see if I can get that to come up. Because 9% of the people open the email, but only 1% click through to the page. So theoretically, if 1% made 5 sales, if I could get this up to 2, I'd make 10 sales. 3, I'd make 15 sales, right? Doesn't always work out on those hard of a number, but that's the average, okay? So once I fixed this, the next thing I would do is I would come over here and I'd go, I would say, the easiest fix here would probably be to go here next. Okay, so the 5% open rate. All right, so on the last email of a thing, this is where you're using closing scarcity and everything else. You should have a pretty high open rate here. So what affects the open rate? The subject line and the first line of the email. So I'll go into this email and I'll see what I can do to tweak the subject line and the first line, because we all know that the subject line and then typically the first sentence of an email now show up in most email platforms. So I'll fix that. If I can get that up to, for say around 10%, Now we're doing pretty good here. So 10% here are opening it. That means that there's more people who are clicking too, even if this stays at 3%. Then the next thing I would fix would be I'd go fix this one. And then I'd come back and I'd look, okay, what's next? Maybe this. So you do this for each campaign. And since you're tracking everything, you just have to globally look at the numbers and go, oh, okay, this has a low one. Okay, subject line. Click is the email body. Purchase, okay, this could be the sales page or whatever else. Then you do the same thing for the retargeting ads. Okay, you have a series of retargeting ads and you go, what's, for retargeting ads, you would track impressions. Let's see. Clicks. CTR, your click-through rate. Sales. Okay, and then you can start looking, okay, this one's they're getting shown a lot, but they're not getting clicks. The click-through rate's really low. Okay, well that means it could be a copy or an ad image. But either way, you're looking at these same 4 things, combining the data you get from your ad platform with what you get from Improvely, and then you can know that, hey, this ad roll ad right here with the 250 by 250 block image ad is converting better than all the other ones, okay? Maybe I'm going to put some more budget on that, okay? Or I'm going to take that same ad and I'm going to duplicate it for a Facebook ad and see if that same ad image, just bigger, works well on Facebook, okay? So all you're doing here is tweaking to optimize, because marginal gains across the board can create exponential results, all right? So you don't have to, if you make a small improvement in 3 or more areas, your business has an exponential growth factor. Because remember, as everybody comes through, if you get this up to say 8%, that's not 8% just today, that's 8% for as long as that email is working, okay? So as long as you keep putting more people through it, more and more people are going to keep coming out, and these sales numbers are going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger, okay? And the other thing is, you want to look at a global, like a lifetime value on your tracking. You also want to look at it over the last, say, 30 days and 2 weeks. Because globally, it may still look like your numbers are really high, but if you look over the last 2 weeks, you may notice that, hey, this globally was 15, but in the last 2 weeks, it's been 4. Okay, why? All right, so we need to go look at that. Go look at our subject line. Change the subject line. Sometimes things need to be refreshed. But typically, since this is a fresh campaign for new people that only go through it once you get this stuff dialed in, it holds consistent, all right? This is how you turn out a Free+Shipping offer that crushes it, okay? Now, the specifics of actually how to do and craft all these things and the psychology behind that are actually in issue number 3 of Ecom Insider, which we're getting ready to come out with, right? So if you're still current, cool, it's going to be just sent to you in the mail. If you don't have month 3 or you joined after month 3, you can go into the members area and you can buy access to month 3 and we'll ship it right out to you, okay? So I would recommend getting that one because it will help you do all of this, okay? Now, with these funnels, there's a lot of work here. Build one. Get that one funnel kicking ass. Get all of it going. You don't need 10 funnels in your business to be a 7-8 figure business. You could have one badass funnel. Russell Brunson always says you're one funnel away from success, okay? True. But if you focus on that one funnel and just dial into it, you're going to kill it, okay? Then, once this one is self-sufficient, it's operating, it's pushing out profit, you've optimized. Now, take another front-end product, build out another funnel, and let it go to town on that one too. But complete one before going to the next. There's nothing worse, and I see this all the time. I see all these business owners, and I'm guilty of it myself, that have 5 or 6 half-assed offers going at the same time. Not one good one, 5 or 6 half-assed offers, okay? And even if they have one that's selling a lot, there's no back end, there's no middle, there's nothing else built onto it to actually optimize it. Because we're so enamored with the next shiny thing, we all have ADD, and we can't focus on just one thing. If you focus on just one thing, building out one funnel, getting it completely dialed in, building out the cycler, you're going to be a whole lot happier. Additionally, it doesn't have to just be a Free+Shipping funnel. This is a Free+Shipping funnel that I'm showing you, but this cycler can be attached to any funnel you have. whether the front end's $1,000, $10,000, or $2. It doesn't matter. It all works together. Okay? So this is the basic flow. I want you guys to take notes on this, draw your own funnels out, get a big whiteboard, get a big flip chart, get a piece of paper, and draw it all out. And then say, okay, what type of supplementing pieces do I need here to make this better? So I built my funnel. What's the first thing that's going to go wrong? Well, someone's going to land on the page and not buy. Okay, so I know that I need a page abandonment retargeting campaign to bring them back. What's the next thing that's going to go wrong? Someone's going to add to cart and leave. Okay, so I need a cart abandonment email campaign and a cart abandonment retargeting campaign. Okay, what's the next thing that's going to go wrong? And you just work your way through the funnel all the way down. On the thank you page, what's their next action? Well, put up an offer wall. Show them 3 or 4 of your additional products, a special discount, whatever. Figure out where you can position offers. What are you going to do to indoctrinate them, to get them, if they're a new customer, you need to get them to know, like, and trust you. What are you going to do to foster that? Are you going to build an indoctrination sequence? Are you going to call them with a welcome call? What is that going to look like? Okay, then with your cycler, build out one cycler offer. Okay, the first one, whatever the first product is. Okay, what support can this have? Okay, well, I've got the emails, it's got the tracking, I've got the sales pages. Are there any testimonials or social proof or extra elements I can use? And then what type of retargeting can I build into it to help? Okay, same thing, work your way down. Systematically attack a large picture in chunks and go down and down and down and reinforce everything. It's like when you're building something, right? You're building a house, or my uncle builds custom homes down in Texas, and we've done a lot of homes with him down in like Corpus Christi area, Port Aransas on the water. So there's all kinds of different rules down there. You have to, you reinforce something, and then you reinforce it again with like hurricane strapping and all of that stuff. So you're building it solid. We built it solid, and then we're reinforcing it, okay? And then we reinforce it again. So this is solid. Here's the reinforcements. This is solid. Here's the reinforcements, okay? Building the framework like that is going to allow you to build something that's very, very profitable and build something that's actually going to feed your business. Because again, my whole goal with this entire funnel, break even and get people into continuity, okay? Because I know that when someone joins Ecom Insider, they're going to love it, okay? And I work very hard with this kind of content to make sure that they get value out of it, you get value out of it, and you want to stay a member. So if your offer is solid, then it's your job to put it in front of them. Get as many people into your offers as you can. Take care of them, and you'll profit from it. So with that, guys, that's it for today's, we're actually going to call these things jam sessions now. I think that's a lot more fun than what's working now. So we're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing rendering. Hopefully you've taken a bunch of notes. Let me know in the Facebook group what you guys think of the live, okay? Doing it, we can start mixing them up and doing some more live stuff like this. So with that, guys, have a great weekend, have a great night, morning, wherever you are in the world right now, and I'll talk to you later.